Hello, coming to you from the World Economic Forum. I'm joined by His Excellency Dr. Thani Al Zeyoudi, UAE Minister of Foreign Trade. Wonderful to chat with you today here at the UAE Pavilion in Davos. I would like to know a little bit about your agenda here. Have you been talking to any countries about signing more CEPAs?
We've been actively engaged in the most of the sessions and the discussion with the officials from governments as well as from the private sector. We led as well some of the discussion on the trade tech and how that is going to transform the conventional trade is moving on. Throughout the government discussion, there was a good either review on whatever has been achieved with countries that we signed CEPA with, or we discussed the way forward on the last touches on some of the agreements. One of them is Thailand, the other one is Nigeria, Philippines was there as well. We talked about the bilateral agreement between the UAE and EU with some of the EU member states. And we've been exploring as well with some other countries from South America the potential of discussing the CEPA in the upcoming few months, inshallah.
Tell us a little bit more about those bilaterals between the UAE and EU member states, if you would.
Throughout the last year, we had a good technical discussion and understanding between the UAE and the EU side, so we can kick off the process. Discussion was on the priorities for both parties and how can we move quickly the minute that we officially launched the negotiation. We're now waiting the colleagues from the EU to set the dates for the next technical discussion, and then we will launch the negotiation officially. The EU is considered the third largest trading partner for the UAE, so it's an important bloc, and we're looking forward to work with them. Usually they take longer than the rest of the world when it comes to negotiation, but they are really an important partner when it comes to investment, trade in goods and services, as well as sustainability aspects, as well as SMEs and digitalization.
Now, in 2023, the UAE had a record year for foreign trade, and I suspect 2024 numbers will exceed 2023 numbers. Can you give us an idea of what the numbers are for 2024 and your projections for this year?
I think we outperformed last year. Until the end of October, we had 14.6% growth. The numbers reached $667 billion. I'm sure with November and December, we're going to exceed last year numbers, and the growth is going to be even more than 14%, which is almost 4 times the global average. We until the end of October, we outperformed in the exports. The exports was almost 32% in comparison to 2023 numbers. Shows the strength of our industrial strategy and how that played a role on our foreign trade, and at the same time the market access that we provided through the CEPAs to our local traders and industries. And we're going to continue ensuring that there is a diversity, there is other markets, and there is work with like-minded nations around the world.
Absolutely incredible numbers, and you seem well on your way to achieving the $1.1 trillion which you aspire to achieve by 2031. I would like to know about any changes that you feel you may need to navigate under the new Trump administration.
There are a few policies that we have to continue doing. One of them is the resilience and diversity. We've been doing it and we're going to continue. I believe there already some factors played a role on this global leadership when it comes to trade. One of them is our huge investment on logistics and value chain routes. Second one is the connectivities and the agreements that we did with many countries around the world. Third one is the real implementations and application of technology, especially the AI, blockchain, into our systems, and now taking that globally wherever we are having presence. And the fourth one is to select countries that have like-minded nations and ensure that there is a push on the sectors that has the mutual interest from both parties.
And what future trends are you expecting to shape foreign trade for the UAE and the region?
We're going to continue. The region is booming, and the UAE in particular is continuing the growth, and the trade is contributing to our national GDP and economy. We're going to continue ensure that there is smooth movements of commodities as well as services from the UAE into the UAE, and ensure that there is as well supported with the investments that we do internally and globally.
Well, congratulations on the fantastic growth, and we look forward to watching these numbers continue to increase in future. Thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you for having me.